The new direction Congress has made America's children, their education, their health, and their future a top priority.
Basically, it was President Johnson and others that said that we as a country and as a nation will not tolerate having needy children left out and left behind. That we are going to have, as a matter of national commitment, national continuing commitment, we are going to reach out to the neediest children in our nation and make sure that they are going to be a part of the American dream. And over the period of years, we have seen the support for the Head Start program rise, and we have seen it also wane at different times. But this legislation, which the Speaker will be enrolling together, really represents the very, very best, the very, very best input from so many of those who have been involved in the Head Start program. I can see some from my own state, Janice, who's done such an extraordinary job in my state. People who love children, who care deeply about children, who know that every child can learn, that every child should in this nation have the opportunity to be a part of our country, who understand that we're facing a global economy around the world, that we have early education and support can make all of the difference in making sure that every child is going to have that sense of hope and opportunity and a sense of progress for the future, which should be a part of the birthright of everyone here in the United States of America. That's what this legislation is about. Reaching out in early education, strengthening and improving the quality of programs, tying this in to our education system, recognizing that 60% of 4-year-olds at some time during the days are going to be under the care of others, and making sure those caretakers are going to be well trained and are going to have the kinds of interest in the children that they should. So this is a great day for children.
That's the story of Head Start. Parents being involved in the education of their children, recognizing that each one of these children comes to us as a bundle of opportunity, a bundle of success, and the question is whether or not we as a nation will provide the resources so that each and every one of these children can be a success. And that's what Head Start does. It gives them that chance at opportunity. It gives them that chance at success. It doesn't say where they will finish, but it puts all of their starting blocks in the right place so that they can run that race. And for 40 years, that's what this nation has done with its support of Head Start. This legislation, I think, takes us to a new place. It takes us to a new place in recognizing that we need additional quality, we need additional skills on behalf of these children, and we need additional resources. And that's going to be accomplished with this legislation. I just want to say, Madam Speaker, as we come to the end of the first year of this session, the first year of your speakership in the House of Representatives, as the first woman in the House of Representatives to be Speaker, first woman in the history of the country to be Speaker. On that opening day, you took the gavel in the name of America's children. The passage of the Head Start bill is part of redeeming that promise that you made to make these children a national priority. And when the President signs this bill, it will be complete. Because this is, in fact, a bipartisan legislation, but more importantly, it's a bipartisan program, and more importantly, it's an American value, that these children should have the opportunity to succeed, and we have an obligation to them as a nation. I want to thank all of the members of my committee for their work on this. The Speaker has recognized them. I want to thank Mike Castle, who's been an absolute champion on this legislation his entire time in the Congress, and even as governor before coming to Congress, and to Dale Kildee, who's just been resolute that this bill was going to be passed in this session, this year of this Congress.
You know, the last time we reauthorized this was 1998. And only Ted Kennedy believed that the Red Sox would win 2 World Series for the next reauthorization. I was honored to introduce this bill in the House in March with Chairman Miller and Governor Castle and others, and I was pleased that the House and the Senate had a very successful conference. You know, the more we learned about the role of the stimulation and interaction of the development of the actual physical development of the brain. We know that we didn't even know that when this was passed in '65. Now we know the physical development of the brain is affected by this stimulation. Those people really had great foresight, and this bill will really take that foresight and for the future generations, give them that stimulation interaction. Head Start does work and this bill will make it work better.
But I really would like to thank, I think, individuals who deserve thanks above and beyond all that, and that's all these kids who have been so well behaved.
Haven't they been great? They've been great.
Head Start seems to be working quite well, as a matter of fact. We have 20 million, Head Start has served over 20 million children in the United States of America. Remember, this is a relatively low-income program. It serves over 900,000 children every day right now. It has over 1,600 grantees across the United States of America. I just toured all of my counties in my state. I only have 3. The Head Start program just at the end of last week, and I saw Head Start and early Head Start, and I saw what they are doing on a day in and day out basis and making a difference in the lives of these kids. We as a country, I believe, have an obligation to get each and every child into school up to the starting line equal. And if kindergarten is going to be the new starting point, and I hope that it is universally at some point, it is very important that we have early Head Start programs and Head Start programs for some kids whose parents may just have to not be there because they have to work or whatever it may be, to make sure they are given that opportunity to develop as fully as possible. This legislation is very good legislation. We can't discuss all the details of it, or Nancy will pull me out of here in about another minute, but the bottom line is it does a lot with education in terms of bringing a greater education focus to this. Make sure we expand the opportunity for Head Start. I think it does some very wonderful things. And I cannot thank all those who helped put it together. Our staff who worked on it so hard. I know Jess in my office and Kirsten in the committee and others who worked so very, very hard on it. I just thank them. I thank all of you who are behind this and were pushing it. And I particularly thank those members who were so helpful in getting this done. This is bipartisan legislation, I might add. This does not fall down along Democrat lines or Republican lines. It is something which is in the best interest of the United States of America, something hopefully we can do even more of in Congress. And for that, I think we should all be thankful. I think the bottom line is that you are going to see these young kids develop into wonderful citizens at some point in the future. And this legislation helped with that. Thank you.
And so now I have the great privilege of signing this legislation. Do I get any on my lap? Do I get any on my lap? Do I get any on my lap? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I could stay here all day. Jeez. All right. An old hand at this. On behalf of all of America's children, I'm honored to sign the Head Start for School Readiness Act and to send it to the President's desk. Let's do this together, okay? Oh, wow. We're going to do this together. Wow. See how this turns out, Mr. President. I'll do it right here. There, you did a great job. It is indeed cause for celebration. Thank you all very much. Spider went up the rain spout. Down come the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again.